So today we're going to call this one Not So Sunny Day in June. It's a follow-up to our sunny day in May. Our sunny day in May was just about the last sunny day we've had. This is early June. And so we're going to look at the same field that we looked at in May. This is carrots that were pretty small before that are grown quite a bit. In fact, we're going to start harvesting out of these carrots our first, in fact right down there, I think a little hole where we did harvest our first carrots out of this patch. Over to some carrots that going to be the next planting after that to come on. Out here, looking out over here, we see some onions, and there is a few lettuce transplants and some other stuff just went in over there. That stubble, that white stubble over there, plowed up ground, is where the cover crop was that we looked at. And right behind that, you couldn't see it, but that's lacinato kale. It's a seed crop. There's a little bit of it still flowering, and maybe probably something else on the back side of it. But those are all seed crops over there maturing that have overwintered. Over here is some berries, three rows of Marion and Logan berries, and then some tunnels. We had bok choy in the first tunnel, but it went away, and now they've seeded something in it. The second tunnel has our earliest tomatoes and some fingerling potatoes that just started getting harvested. In fact, both those last two tunnels have potatoes in them. Then out there over there, we got some direct seeded salad mix crops covered up so the flea beetles don't get them. And clear off in the background there is cover crop that was supposed to be out 2 weeks ago, but we haven't had enough dry weather to be able to get it dry enough so we could drive a big old truck out there to put the green chop in. This field right in front of us here was just getting worked up and just planted, I think, and now you can see a bunch of stuff growing in it. The white stuff, once again, is where we've seeded salad mix crops. And off there you can see this whole long strip of water going through 3 fields here. Over here, that's unprecedented for this time of year. It's our not that well drained silty clay loam soils when you get 3 inches of rain. Right here in front of us is some seed crops and a little sparkly stuff, trying to keep a few birds off, because that's a mustard that's almost done there. The seed pods are turning brown. Right next to some stuff that's just going to flower. And this is all that lettuce that we looked at last month. Coming right along. All this is lettuce for seed. And then we're going to take a look out at the compost piles. We've been working on them, turning them. They're about halfway through, some of them, and a few of them were just starting. Right here in front, a whole bunch of crops that were some kale and other kinds of brassicas. There's a little bit of onions, about 50 feet of onions that we're growing for seed, because we wanted to develop our own seed for our Walla Wallas. And some flowering peas right here in front of me, down below me here, and about 9 rows of beets. They're looking healthy. We'll be getting some beet greens out of those things probably next week. And I guess that's about it over here. Looking down at, way down here, I'm standing up on top of my loader today to get a good view. That's